That's a dope ass thumbnail, man. You can just take the picture, add it to the double thought background.
Yeah, man, you never know. But I think, and he's gonna talk about this in this video. And then let's break this down. Fair use about how he handled that divorce.
NFL Hall of Famer.
Thank you.
Perhaps the best cornerback to play the game ever. You disagree with that?
No,
In our company.
I've been through hell and high water personally. I mean, with ignorant divorce and just bringing the pieces back together and remaining to be who I am and what I am and who I am.
Go back. That's a dope ass thumbnail, man. You can just take the picture, add it to the double thought background.
Yeah, man. Let's continue.
I'm called to do. So that's the dynamic that we're trying to display. How to put the pieces back together.
But you have overcome a lot. You just had your divorce settlement taken care of. You managed it. You were on Twitter. It became a public situation.
Sure.
But you did manage it. Do you feel that you managed it pretty well, considering the
Yeah, because we can see how it goes astray with some of the other prominent NFL players. We can see what could happen, and you can lose everything just by making a bad decision. And we all make tremendous amount of decisions, but those was one decision that you can make up under extreme pressure that can turn your life around and upside down.
Do you feel that you made a bad decision?
No. I feel like I made some great decisions and timely decisions, very cautionary decisions, and decisions not just based on myself, but my kids, my family, friends, and loved ones, and my schools.
It seems in that situation, I don't want to dwell on this, but in that,
He documented it. Pray for me and my kids now. They just witnessed their mother and their friend jump me in my room. She's going to jail and I'm pressing charges. I'm sad my boys witnessed this mess, but I warned the police department here that she was gonna try harm me and my boys. This is on my mama.
On my
mama.
On my hood.
Come on, man. Come on. Hey, this is I think this happened somewhere, probably they don't have the date, but probably somewhere early 2000s, man. 2010s, 2008, something like that. I mean what else can you say? I mean, you got to document this stuff. And I think that also showed that he could prove that he was not the aggressor. That's important. These days, it's better to record than to tweet it out. Actually, it's better to record it and then tweet it out. Don't write it down. Show. Because you might find yourself in the Johnny Depp situation where the girl is dookieing on your pillow.
Somebody smell like shit.
Do you remember that one?
That was a crazy one.
Imagine you're Johnny Depp and that girl is dookieing on your pillow. They know higher disrespect than that one. They know higher disrespect.
I bet you wherever Johnny Depp goes to now, wherever fast food restaurant he goes to, he never orders a number 2.
Bro, let's continue.
situation when you had your sons filling out the police report, you took a picture of it, you let the public know what was going on.
Look at this. He had his son filling the
that
police report.
It could fall on your head.
Well, we now see the other way around with Chad. We see how it could have gone. And he loses everything. His job, his television show, self-respect, and so many other values that people deem to set a candor on. We see how that could affect you.
See, now that to me was a byproduct of experience.
True.
I'll tell you one thing though. One thing before we proceed, I don't know what you want to say, but I'll tell you one thing. In hindsight, if you look at Chad, if you look at Deion, these instances proved to be bumps in the road.
Always.
Because they are go-getters, because they work hard, because they have good work ethic. So these are just bumps in the road for them. Of course, you don't want it to happen. And in the case of Deion, it's very sad that the kids had to witness what they did. But bumps in the road.
Yeah, I do think so, but I also do believe that it reroutes you from your goals. You might have to take a reroute, a big one sometimes. Because that deal you might have laying there might be taken away. Look at Jonathan Majors. It's a bump in the road, yes. For him, it's a bump in the road, but he's gonna take a long while to get back at the level he was. He'll have to do it himself now. Ain't no backing from no big agency anymore. You gotta do it by yourself. Now you need to show up. Not only talent, but you have to show more than only talent. The vision. I think that's one of the things I want to hammer on, and that's gonna also show in the second topic of the day, because he said it's experience. The host said it's about experience. You it's the experience that's showing there, and where it's not showing with chat. But I don't totally. It's an experience, yes, in his case, but you don't have to experience the bad things to learn from a situation. You can learn by watching others fail. Actually, that's the best way to learn. So you don't have to harm yourself to learn.
Yeah, but on the other hand, sometimes everyone will tell you no, but you will do it anyways. I do think that at a certain level, you have to also follow your gut, because some people take that to the extreme, right? So they follow everyone's advice and never take any risks in life.
You're
so it's
taking
like
it to the extreme. You follow. You know what? You have to follow advice of people you actually admire or look up to. You shouldn't follow advice from bums people. Your cousin who's hustling at the corner, who's slinging fake Gucci belts at the corner store. You shouldn't follow his advice.
I was surprised when I found out how many guys were following
He's gonna
the
burn
dude.
Don't burn the bridge now.
The dude that slept with Adam 22's wife.
Oh, you mean the big guy, the mattress actor.
A lot of people. So I was like, whoa. So who do they follow?
The one with the tattoo in the face.
Yeah.
What's his name? I don't remember him. I know who you mean though.
So
follow as in, does he give like life advice?
So on TikTok, I don't have Well, do I have TikTok? I have an account, but I don't. I think TikTok is it's not my generation. I have an account, but I guess on TikTok I was scrolling and I found him like working out or something.
Okay.
And so I went to his page and I saw like a lot of dudes. He does like gym workouts, etc. So I guess fitness.
It's a broad guy, yeah. That's as much as information I would accept from him.
No, but what I mean to say is, so what do I want to say with that? A lot of people
They
So,
don't have no.
what
the-
you're
the
saying
right
is
compass.
you're correct. You don't want. You need to you need to be very careful who you follow,
Yeah.
who you choose as a mentor.
Yes. Read books so you understand life a little bit. A lot of people don't read books.
Read
Based.
books.
You gotta
Eyes
read.
illiterate.
You gotta read a little bit. You know.
Eyes
I'm not
illiterate.
saying that you need to read every day, every year, but at a certain point, you have to read certain things to understand how to filter your mentors, people you look up to, because otherwise you find yourself. And a very long time ago, RJ, do you remember the show we did about your mentor setting you up for failure?
Yeah. It was a mentor though. It was something else. Your
Guru,
Your
yeah.
guru, yeah,
We
what
used guru as a word, but it's
Yeah.
basically the same as a mentor.
Yeah.
I mean those things. I mean, you gotta be able to filter who is wrong and who is right. And just because someone is right a couple of times doesn't mean you have to follow them. Because you people become, this is the thing these days, people become like these cult followers. They don't even think for themselves. And then at the end of the day, they follow someone blindly. Just learn from everyone and try to filter the BS from the cream from the BS. The cream always rises to the top. Just because a certain podcast, I'm not gonna name them, says a couple of things in the past that you might agree on, you should follow them into the abyss, because they are heading towards the abyss. You can see that they're heading towards the abyss. You shouldn't follow them into the abyss, because they are gonna crash out. Talking about crash out, RJ. Next topic will be, of course, Travis Hunter. But before we close this topic, anything else you want to say about this situation?
All I'll say is that Deion is a very inspiring person. He is. I just like his style. I just like his life philosophy. He tells you, if we start at 7 and you get there at 7, you're late. If we start at 7, you have to be there at 6:45. You know, things like that. No BS. I don't care if you're my kid or not. I find it that type of teaching and life philosophy I think it's very conducive to positive growth of the people that follow you. So in this case, whether it's his kids, his coaches, because that's one thing we didn't talk about. He said in an interview, I saw it recently. I don't know if it's a recent interview, but I saw it recently where he said, I never stopped fathering my kids. So there was the divorce, there was a split, but I've never stopped fathering my kids. And that's the most important thing that you can do. And if you look at his kids,